Bobby, what did you see from the Cards in last month's qualifier?
Well, it's kind of becoming a clear change. The thing that was most used was the Pink Diamond Token Rewards West Unsung. That had the highest win percentage of any of the people that qualified. So it's interesting to know people are going through the token rewards and seeing which players work best for them. They're some of the best cards in the game, and it makes sense. At the same time, we're going to be seeing a shift in the next qualifier soon.
So we have seen a change in the meta over the past month or so.
Yep, with point guard Ben Simmons, Pink Diamond T-Mac, Yao Ming, and of course Giannis. There's a lot of big lineups out there.
And if you know about that...
Team K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead, just moments away, right after this. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get payday. Yeah, DA, very understandable. Thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Louisville. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And right now for Louisville, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. Zeller is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's KD in at the 2. They've got Clark. Hardaway is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Clark. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Porzingis with the rebound. And here's Louisville. And great, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Here's Clark. And, Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
It's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand, they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so Clark nails both of them. First quarter, just over a minute played. And for Louisville, they come off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando. Rondo passes to Durant. Right wing. Tries it from 19. Porzingis can't hit.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Here's Clark. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Outside, KD. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist. Curry against Rondo. Here's the floater. And Curry puts it in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Outside Butler. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Barnes. Curry fires from way outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Rondo dishes to Butler. Hardaway against Zeller. Gobert pulls it in.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Hardaway finds Curry. Some solid defense from Butler.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Barnes. And he really played well against Denver. And stolen by Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
When Butler's locked in on a defensive end, his defensive instincts are awesome.
Barnes outside. No good. Shot missing. Now Louisville takes it the other way.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, Katie doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
And he makes the first.
And the ability to create something out of nothing is so rare to find. But Kevin Durant has it. Whether it's a bailout shot to beat the shot clock or just a hard dribble and pull up, he can always get a shot off.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And with Durant, he's making it look so easy. You're just used to seeing him get the shot he wants.
You have to respect his pull-up, his drive, his threes, his fadeaways. It's a nightmare for defenders. That unpredictability is why Jimmy Butler called Durant the hardest player to guard in the league.
Louisville leading by 4. Rondo looking over the floor. Outside, KD. Louisville, no good that time either. In the early going here, pretty dreadful, 22%. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 5 now.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry.
Now here's Butler. He had 13 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. Rondo kicks to Porzingis. Kept alive. Here's Zeller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw, no good. Dwight Howard's checked in for Gobert. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Clark. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. The jump hook, and that one hits back iron. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Louisville. Here's Butler. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
Hardaway against Durant. Hardaway passes to Howard. He dishes it to Curry. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. And yes, it's good. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
The advantage of having a point guard you can trust. Steph Curry has one thing in mind. How can we score?
Now here's Durant. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Orlando. Sweet little floater. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morant, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Louisville here with the change too. Lopez is checked in. Pass to Morant. To the inside, Howard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
That's good from Howard. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Louisville. Teague comes in for Rajon Rondo. That one is no good.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His strength still sets him apart.
Now, here's Tucker. Lopez, no luck.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Morant dishes to Curry. Here's Baines. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Butler with the ball. Bridges covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day, you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players would have been gone.
Well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Curry, and he banks in the layup. Curry's got 7.
This is what Steph gives you. The sizzle and the steak, the highlights and the plays where he just grinds it out.
Now Teague. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando. Excellent D from Howard. Morant with it. Lopez with the block. Teague feeling it out a bit. He gets that one. And Louisville leads by 4.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
To the left side wing. Here's Morant. Ejected by Teague. There's the dish to Gordon. Pass to Lopez. Bridges with the board. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry is inside. He's against Gordon. Howard, the pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. Great D that time from Teague.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Butler on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Shoots a fader. Doesn't go for it. Now here's Morant. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
On its way from Curry for 2. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. Knox, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And Louisville here with the change too. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Louisville leading by 4. Teague finds Lopez. And here is Teague. That one wide left.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And here is Teague after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Shot by Gordon, wide open. From outside, off the mark. Bridges dishes to Curry. Now the pass to Morant. 1:49 left in the first quarter. 20 feet out. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
It's stolen by Curry. And he makes that one. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Back to Teague. Louisville passing it around. Got a piece of it. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Morant. 15 points for Steph Curry.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Teague. To halt the run, he lays it in.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Morant kicks to Curry. Morant with it, now guarded by Bradley. Now Morant, still looking for his first bucket in this one. 3 on the clock. Good D by Lopez.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Gordon with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. From deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Back to the action after this word. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a...
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots. You're going to have some tough shots.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court for Louisville, Teague out there with Bradley. Then it's Brooke Lopez. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Bradley. Passes it to Tucker. Outside Gordon. Pass to Teague. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Teague. Gordon for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Here's Knox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon. Well, you know it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
A lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Now here's Rondo. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the chart.
Wow, hammering it in!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Bradley passes to Rondo. To the left wing. Left side, Porzingis. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Gordon penetrating. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
To the paint, here's Knox. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Bradley drives in and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. To the middle, here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside Rondo. Outside Porzingis from past the arc. Rebounded by Knox. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Kicks to Morant. Outside Hardaway. Here's Gobert, and finally they hit one.
They are just killing them on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Rondo. Over Morant. Rondo's shot is off. Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And that one's good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Gobert, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Catching up on the changes for Louisville. Butler, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Durant in for Bradley. So Louisville calls timeout. They're first. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 2020. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Here's Butler. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to Louisville. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Butler against Barnes. Unloads from 13. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Barnes dishes to Morant. Back to Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gobert. Outside, KD. Fires from 18. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Barnes. Makes it off the glass. Barnes has got 8 points.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Outside Butler. Puts it up from 15. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's 8 points for Jimmy Butler.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Rondo kicks to Porzingis. Outside, KD. Back to Porzingis. some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
First one falls for him. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting a three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
There's the pass to Barnes. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Curry fires from way outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Passes it to Butler. Shoots. And Baines pulls it down, being reasonably well 45%. Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant. And you know what, Smitty? If you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is in trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside Durant. Pass to Butler. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to KD. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Curry. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Everyone knows how athletic Barnes is. Demonstrated yet again with the slam.
Louisville trails by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Durant from outside the arc. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Baines missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
To the middle, here's Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Barnes is just such a tough cover. He has the ability to play both forward positions.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
at about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Barnes hits them both. 1:15 left in the second quarter. To the inside, Durant, and KD throws it down.
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
Curry looking it over. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Teague, the pass to Butler. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
A shot by Curry, no good. Louisville trails by 14. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Durant dishes to Teague. There's the feed to Butler. Count it, good. Butler's got 12 points in the game.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Curry.
And the growth of KD's game on defense can't go overlooked. He's become a true two-way player.
And so it's the home team, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been fine to me. I just been trying to just run hard, make good back row cuts, run into transition, and let me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all. It's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, the first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Incredible offense performance by Steph.
Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got Hardaway. Rudy Gobert is out there with Clark. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. In this game, 45%. Curry against Rondo. Passes to Hardaway. Back to Curry. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gobert's got his second basket of the night. Louisville trails by 12. Rondo kicks to Butler. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Butler finds Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. Butler's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Louisville. Barnes outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Gobert, even when he gets hit, maintains his focus on the bucket and gets it to go.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Louisville trails by 12. Rondo kicks to Durant. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Zeller inside, defended by Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Rondo, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hardaway against KD. Over Hardaway. KD's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And KD throws it down.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Barnes outside. The drive by Gobert. And he gets it to go. Gobert's got 7 points for the quarter. And it's Rondo with the ball for Louisville. They trail by 14. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Count that bucket.
Gotta respect the attacking mindset of Rondo. Always looking to go right to the cup.
Curry passes to Gobert. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Butler. Shot clock at 5. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's KD. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Barnes. That shot off the mark. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Outside Rondo. Pass to Butler. Over Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The quickness of Jimmy Butler is the reason why he got that bucket.
For Louisville, they've gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
Knox, he's checked in for Barnes. Gordon's checked in for Louisville. Avery Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. And so Butler nails both of them. Here's Curry, and he has 28 points for the game. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Bradley with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Back to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Stephen Curry.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Teague, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Good on the second free throw. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Outside Curry. Nice open look, but it's no good.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Teague against Curry. Outside Teague, 6 to shoot. Louisville, no good that time either. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And the first one drops. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Louisville trails by 12. 13 feet away. Good. Teague's got 8.
And with Teague's speed, his pull-up jumper is so tough to guard.
Teague against Curry. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Teague dishes to Gordon. Outside Butler. Over Gobert. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Hitting 42% from the field here in the third. Outside Curry. Pass to Knox. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Timeout call, Louisville. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And Louisville making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And that one's good. Morant. 8 points for him.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Louisville. It's a 14-point game. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
The shot's good. And it's 6 points for Eric Gordon.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now, he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon, the last few seasons, has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light. Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Teague, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Gordon. Puts up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Butler. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
I love it. Got the basketball, used the pick. A high percentage shot for Jimmy Butler off pick and roll plays.
Porzingis with the block. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Now here's Morant. Teague covering to the paint. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist in the game. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Butler's got 12 points in just the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Louisville.
And here's a look at the stats for Jeff Teague. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 12 points a game, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Now, here's Teague. Defense is right there. And the pass to Gordon. At the top of the key, Lopez. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Butler against Bridges. Butler kicks to Gordon. Lets a floater go. That one, no good. Excellent D from Howard. Here's Morant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Gordon. Outside Butler. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Curry dishes to Morant. Over Teague. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Gordon. He has 6. Shoots over Morant. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter. Hitting at 46%, making some buckets. Curry against Gordon. From deep. The shot misses. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Here's Teague. Feeds to Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant with it. He's against Gordon. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now Butler. From deep 3-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the home team holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Louisville, P.J. Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Durant. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Barnes outside. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his first basket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Now here's Rondo. D right on him. Bridges, no one around him. That shot, no good. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Durant down low. Defended by Bridges. No good from Durant. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Louisville trails by 15. Lopez outside. He kicks it to KD. Over Morant. Louisville, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
So both teams changing it up here. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lobbed up there for Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Just a gorgeous connection there. Love to see Barnes keeping his focus.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, Louisville.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Zeller passes to KD. Takes the three. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And he comes up with the deuce.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Outside Rondo. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by KD. Durant's got 21.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Morant passes to Baines. And the rebound goes to Louisville. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Jimmy's thirsty tonight. You can tell he wants the ball every time down the floor.
Morant with it. Outside Hardaway. Over Durant. Hardaway, no good.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Louisville. On Sunday, then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Aaron Baines.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Butler feeling out a bit. Rondo kicks to Durant. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim, no good. Gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Clark, the pass to Gobert. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good by Clark.
That's a good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect him to.
Rondo dishes to Tucker. Louisville passing it around, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Porzingis is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Morant kicks to Barnes. Fires it up. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Morant with the steal.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Passes it to Barnes. Over Butler. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Morant. 18 points for Harrison Barnes.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Butler. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
One shot.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Pass to Barnes. Takes the 13-footer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Louisville. They trail by 14. Dishes it to Zeller. No good that time.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First free throw is good. And so Clark nails both of them. And so it's Louisville with it. It's a 16-point game. Pass to KD. Fires for 3. They get it back.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morant passes to Gobert. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Gobert can't hit. Louisville trails by 16. To the paint, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And then Morant slams it in.
Electric in the air. There's a certain energy that Morant generates that others simply don't have.
The pass to Butler. Outside, Porzingis. Over Gobert, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Stephen Curry's checked in for Morant. Gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry passes to Gobert. And here is Barnes. Back to Gobert. Rondo against Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 38 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Rondo with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's KD. And a little luck that time, but it drops. KD's got 25 points in the game. Got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Curry. In the air. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Cody Zeller.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
And he makes the first.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
No good on the second free throw. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Shoots from the elbow. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Superb pick and roll play. Barnes is very intelligent at finishing these plays because of his mid-range shooting ability.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
A graceful athlete in his prime of his career. Durant with great body control through contact.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Gobert. Clark. Nice D from Porzingis. Louisville trails by 16. Durant kicks to Porzingis. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. About 47% here in the fourth. Gobert dishes to Curry. Lock at 6. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Offside Rondo. Pass to Butler. Inside. Here's Zeller. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. That free throw good from Hardaway. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Louisville with it. Down by 15. Rondo against Curry. Now here's Rondo. Butler passes to KD. 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Doing well. They're at 45%. Curry against Rondo. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Rondo against Curry. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Barnes. Outside for Curry. Pass to Clark. Barnes outside. From deep. And again with the rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the third and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Right side, Rondo. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 13 feet away. They grab their own miss. And it's Sellers slamming it down.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Oh, no question he does. I just think he likes to keep the fans guessing.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
The offensive rebound outside for Durant. And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have...
So of all the lineups that have that lineup of depth with Ben Simmons at point guard and then Ray Allen, T-Mac, Giannis, and Yao Ming, they're losing half of their games in unlimited. So they are beatable.
Yeah, it's really surprising just from a base standpoint. You think, okay, well, how could you possibly lose with a team like that? If you don't know how to play with the players, it doesn't matter how good they are. If a person goes against you and has an actual strategy, they can beat you. So don't give up on those games where you see nothing but diamonds and pink diamonds. It is definitely a situation where if you have a strategy and you have the right...
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see Montreal going up against Louisville. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on this. DA, it's all yours. Well, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Louisville. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3.
And you know, right now for Louisville, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. They've got Porzingis. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Zeller, and it's KD in at small forward. And for Montreal, we've got Kemba Walker, Anunoby out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Bryant in at center. Butler feeling out of it. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got the game going with his first points of the game for Louisville. Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
And although not the biggest guy, you gotta love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Outside Butler. To Porzingis, the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Montreal the other way. This game against Louisville here, it's their first meeting of the season. The kick out to Walker from the arc. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Louisville shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Kevin Durant, every night you can trust that he's going to bring focus, effort, and commitment. That's pretty much all one can ask for.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now, Montreal moving it up. Walker leading the charge. Again, the miss by Walker. For Louisville, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. It's Durant on the wing. Zeller passes to Butler. Back to Zeller. Porzingis trying to get free. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Butler.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
And Walker kicks to Anunoby. On the wing, LaVine. Over Butler. LaVine, good.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
For Louisville, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Rondo. Outside, KD. Pass to Butler. 5 on the clock. Outside, Rondo. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And it's Montreal the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And here's Louisville. They trail by 1. To the inside. And the dunk by Zeller.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Rondo against Walker. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
Back to Butler. Over Levine. Butler, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for Montreal. Anunoby kicks to Walker. Porzingis with the rebound. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside, really hard to match and quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside.
Here's Butler. Good, nice job down low. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Really hard to stay with Jimmy Butler because he's so good at getting shots up and in past the defense. Just has a real knack for scoring even when challenged.
Ryan in the post. He's covered by Zeller. Stolen by Durant. Down low. And the dunk by Zeller.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
Stolen by Durant. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Puts it up from 17. They get it back. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 9.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Dean passes to Anunoby. Here's Davis. And again, unable to change momentum here. Louisville leading by 3. Durant, and it's blocked. Here's Anunoby, defended by Durant. Anunoby passes to Walker. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 8.
You know, I think Walker has really worked hard on the three-point shooting throughout his career, and it shows. He's a much better deep ball shooter than he was when he first came into the league.
And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
So for Montreal, foul, he's jacked in for Bryant. Gordon comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Rozier in for Walker. And Louisville here with the change too. Teague's checked in.
Well, you look at Jeff Teague, and his game does not have a lot of flash, but his handles, those are rush hour caliber. This guy has that ball on a string, folks.
And with T, Clark doesn't do anything flashy, but the stats do add up.
Yeah, he's very steady and quiet, understated. But you watch him out there, and he's a competitor now. Before last year, Teague had made the playoffs 9 straight years in a row, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And Montreal making a change here. Harris is checked in. Rozier, the pass to Davis. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
The pass to Tucker. Back to Teague. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup.
Man, the finesse and the skill from Teague to finish that play with the floater, exquisite. And good shot choice there, too.
Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Rozier. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Rozier's got it all tied up now for Montreal.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Butler against Harris. Butler goes in, and it's Butler with the jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Passes it to Powell. Back to Rozier. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And I like the unpredictability of Teague. I mean, he's got a little bit of a change of pace, herkiness to his drives. You never quite know when he's going to throw it down when he gets to the rim.
Trying to get open is Davis, and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Teague bounce pass. And Butler, here we go. Back to Teague, the three, and there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. And Montreal making a change here. Jones is checked in. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Louisville. Avery Bradley comes in for Butler. Harris outside.
I got your help, outside. Help.
Pass to Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Tucker dishes to Teague. It's deflected. Now Montreal moving it up. Harris against Bradley. Harris passes to Jones. Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Rozier for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 3-point Montreal lead.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Tucker. Back to Teague. He dishes it to Lopez. He kicks it to Teague. Louisville needs to get off a shot to end the run. Bradley can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Rozier. He has 7. Here's Powell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Let's take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Well, out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11", power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Montreal leading by 6. Harris passes to Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Here's Teague. He's got 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Outside Teague from deep. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Montreal. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well.
I worked extremely hard.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for Montreal, Aaron Gordon out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jones. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Harris in at the 2-guard position. Jones, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Louisville trails by 10. Here's Bradley. He dinks the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Powell pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Jones, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Teague finds Lopez. Outside Teague. High, arcing shot.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And it's Rozier missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Gordon dishes to Bradley. Over Harris. Louisville, no good that time either. Montreal leading by 11. And there's the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one. And it's Montreal the other way. Harris looking it over. Kicks it to Jones. To the middle. Trying to find Rozier. Gets it to him. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Walker. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Montreal. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Montreal. OG Anunoby comes in for Derek Jones. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Montreal.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
That's a two-pointer from Walker, and he hits the jump shot. Walker's got the lead up to 13 now for Montreal. Walker against Rondo. Outside Butler. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Butler's got 8 points.
I mean, the mid-range jumper of Butler is impressive as he continues to get better from here.
Levine against Butler. Levine can't hit. Louisville trails by 11. To the paint. Here's Lopez. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
That's a two-pointer from Walker. And the rebound goes to Louisville. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Montreal leading by 7. Knocked away. Rondo with the steal. Passes it to Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Louisville. Both shots good from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Anunoby passes to Davis. Good on the three-point shot. Davis has got 9.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Porzingis against Davis. That one goes in.
High release for Porzingis on his jump shots. Almost impossible to defend that.
Montreal leading by 6. Here's Walker. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento. No good off the back of the rim.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Levine against Rondo. Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Now just a 4-point Montreal lead. Well, Montreal shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. And Walker kicks to Levine. It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Porzingis. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Montreal shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Rondo passes to Durant. The feed to Zeller. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level, that's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
First one falls for him. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Levine. Five on the clock. Montreal needs to get off a shot. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. And during his time in Charlotte, so much fell on the shoulders of Kemba Walker.
Yeah, you think about it. The first 8 years of his time in Charlotte, he did not play with an all-star teammate, but he managed to not complain or whine about it, does his job at a high level, and has proved that he's an all-star player himself.
And the second free throw, good. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
You'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Levine against Butler. Pass to Walker. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Montreal. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Thursday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Free throw drops for KD. So for Montreal, Dwight Powell's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Joe Harris comes in for Levine, and it's Rozier in for Walker. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Louisville. Teague comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rozier kicks to Harris. Now Rozier. He's got 9. Back to Harris for the 3. Here's Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got 5 now.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Zeller finds Teague. Goes up at the stripe. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Rozier against Teague. Outside Butler. Over Harris. No good. And it's Montreal the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's Powell on the wing. Trying to get open is Davis. It's blocked. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The kick out to T. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Louisville making a change here. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Montreal. They're leading by 8. Rozier with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Fires from 18. And it's good off the back rim and in. 16 points for Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here, the hometown crowd. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Montreal leading by 10. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rajon Rondo. And there's Porzingis, and it's Durant, and it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Butler. Porzingis trying to get free. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, if you wonder why Butler is an elite player in this league, let him find his comfort zone and then see what happens.
Here's Levine, and it's denied. Outside Rondo. That 3 off the mark. And here's Montreal. 8-point game.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
That's tipped. They retain possession. Count it. Montreal leading by 6. And here's Walker. He's got 13 on the money from 12 feet away. Walker's got 15 points. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation, and I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
4 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now it's an 11-point Montreal lead. For Louisville, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Rondo against Walker. Here's Butler. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Walker. That shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Plenty of space. Green for 2 points. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, Porzingis' game is custom-made for the pick-and-pop stretch big. This guy can do damage from the perimeter.
Here's Bryant. Trying to get open as Davis. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Outside Durant. 3-pointer. Trains it from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Inside. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Levine. And Montreal leads by 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
And here's a look at some numbers for Butler. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
But he'll get another chance. And it's Davis missing. Louisville trails by 8. Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Montreal. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And first time out of the game called for Montreal.
You know, for Porzingis, the business of the family is basketball. His parents played at a very high level. His older brother played professionally for over a decade, and the first word that Porzingis said was ball, and he's had one in his hands pretty much from the start.
Gordon's checked in for Bradley. Now the pass to Bryant. Porzingis against Davis. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Levine. The second chance effort. And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession. Here's Levine. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Clark Porzingis' older brother. He used to make him highlight reels of NBA stars.
Yeah, you know, the NBA was his goal all along, but he showed patience, and the Orlando Magic actually promised to take him 10th back in 2014. He stayed in Spain one more year to develop, and good for him.
And so it's Montreal now. Montreal leading by 7. Now, here's Walker. He's got 20. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. For Louisville, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. 4th, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Off the inbound. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Durant.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Thiem passes to Jones. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Bryant dishes to Walker. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Porzingis against Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Levine against Gordon. Here's Levine. From deep three-point range, and Lopez pulls it down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Passes it to Levine. He kicks to Davis. Pass to Walker from downtown. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gordon the pass to Durant. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Montreal calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Montreal's going with right now. Powell, he's checked in for Bryant. Aaron Gordon comes in for Derek Jones. Joe Harris is checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Rozier in for Walker. T kicks it to Tucker. Lopez outside. The dish to Durant. Over Gordon. KD can't get it to go. So Rozier will bring it up for Montreal. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
If you give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room, I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
Rozier against T. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
Harris outside. Back to Rozier. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Poked away. Rozier with the steal. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Tucker finds Teague. And here is Durant trying to get open as Lopez. And the shot is good. 22 points for Kevin Durant.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And they double up Davis. Pass to Rozier. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Montreal.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Teague against Rozier. The 8-footer. Teague can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Davis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And now it's a 9-point Montreal lead. The pass to Lopez. Rozier against Teague. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Teague finds KD. Passes to Gordon. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Montreal. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harris dishes to Gordon. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rozier the pass to Davis. Harris outside. They get it again.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
And so it's Montreal looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anunoby out there with Gordon. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Rozier in at the 1. Here's Durant. Here's Zeller. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler to the inside. That one's good. And the Montreal lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Jeff Teague.
And the crafty, cunning Teague, fantastic at finding ways to score down low.
Outside Levine. And stolen by Zeller. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Jimmy Butler is right in your face and candid. He's confrontational and doesn't back away from that. Entering the league under Tom Thibodeau, fire-breathing vets like Joakim Noah, that's how he rolls, and that's what he knows.
Both good from the line that time. And if you're a coach, Clark, or a GM, how much concern do you have about acquiring a player like Jimmy Butler, who's not going to bite his tongue?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important that a winning culture is already in place with a guy like Jimmy Butler. Guys who don't mind being pushed and challenged to be their very best in the quest to win. He's a fire breather, but he's also a high-level performer, a high-quality guy. And when you have that combination, usually you're going to win.
Here's Anunoby, guarded by Tucker. Clock at 6. Gordon for 3. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Here's Zeller. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot.
Hey, there was no shaking free of Teague on that shot, Kevin. I mean, he stuck to his man like Velcro.
That one good for 2. 14 points for Aaron Gordon.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Teague finds Durant. Shoots from the line, and the jumper is on the mark.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Powell, and the layup's good off the glass.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game, and I think he's only going to get better down there.
Now Teague, outside Butler. Zeller inside, guarded by Levine. Teague can't hit. Montreal leading by 7. Here's Anunoby, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep it moving.
The first one falls. So for Montreal, Thomas Bryant comes in for Dwight Powell, and Walker subbed in for Terry Rozier. Louisville also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so he hits both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Rondo with the ball. Outside Durant. The tray. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. Walker taking his time here. He feeds it to Gordon. Bryant trying to free himself up. Nice D from Porzingis. Louisville trails by 6. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
Free throw no good for Durant.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score.
Anunoby, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Butler kicks to Rondo. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Butler against Levine. Pulls up on the elbow, and the basket is good. And Montreal leads by 4.
You know, he wants to be more aggressive from there. I like watching Levine work the mid-range game into his game.
Rondo passes to KD. It's not going to go for him. And it's Montreal the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Pass to Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you look at Jimmy Butler, goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Clearly, Jimmy Butler is in the prime years of his career. And, you know, you get the feeling that no matter how much he achieves, he's always going to be looking to get better.
Davis is checked in for Gordon. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Montreal. They lead by 4. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Louisville trails by 7. Rondo bounce pass. Butler dishes to Zeller. Louisville passing it around. Here's KD. Louisville, no good that time either. For Montreal, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
And here's Rondo. Outside, Porzingis. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, you look at Porzingis. This guy's very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
Montreal leading by 7. Right side to Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Zeller's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there it is for him. And now it's only a 5-point Montreal lead.
Butler not afraid of getting bodied up on the drive. I mean, he'll work right through that contact and finish at the basket.
Here's KD. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Another shot. Nice D from Porzingis. Louisville trails by 5. Zeller inside. Working on Bryant. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. Back to KD. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Well, Montreal shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Montreal calls timeout.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And for Louisville, they're shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Now here's Zeller. Down low. Here's Durant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them. Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Porzingis can't hit. Montreal leading by 4. Anunoby kicks to Walker. Outside Bryant. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Louisville trails by 5. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. Good work defensively by Bryant. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Feeds it to Rondo. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Kemba Walker picks one up.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most. Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Puts it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go. It's Butler. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 4th assist in this one. Well, Montreal shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Walker against Rondo. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 16 here in the second half.
There isn't anybody they trust more than Walker down the stretch. He's made so many big shots over the course of his career. Add another one to the list. And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Montreal. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Fires top of the key. Got it.
There's no doubt about it. Walker's got the touch.
Timeout call, Louisville. They trail by 2. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rondo gets the bucket.
It's a scary sight and a long night when Rondo starts lighting it up like this.
Montreal calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Levine. The feed to Bryant. And here's Walker outside. Porzingis with the block. Second chance shot. Here's Davis. It falls!
Timeout. Watch out. Anthony Davis has caught fire.
Timeout call, Louisville. They're behind by 1. 29 seconds left in the game. And Louisville making a change here. Teague's checked in. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely.
Good! Timeout. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Montreal calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Walker against Teague. Here's Walker. Outside, Levine. Three-pointer. The three won't fall.
Slick move that time by Levine. Does a nice job selling the foul, and he's an excellent free throw shooter.
And that one will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. He makes the second free throw, and that ties the game up. And he nails the third.
Guys, it's always fun to watch a player ascend from role player to star, and that's exactly what's happened with Levine, and it's been fun to watch.
So we see Montreal get the win here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.